Hey everyone, Doug here. Today's video, I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to do, what's something that you might find interesting, and I think what I want to do is show you how to utilize AI. I'm sure you've heard about it, maybe you've played around with it a little bit, but I'm going to show you some benefits that you can have with AI. And I have a Samsung phone, so Google Gemini, you'll see it up here. You may have it as an app on your phone and you've never used it, you don't know what it is. That's what it is. It's an AI. AI simply stands for artificial intelligence. What we're going to do, this is going to be a little different. We're going to click on AI. I've already got it loaded in my on my phone. If you got an Android phone, it should be loaded on yours as well. You simply need to find it. And if you can't find it, go to the App Store, type in Google Gemini, and walk through that process. We've done that several times now of finding the Gemini AI. So we're here on Gemini AI. Now I can type what I want to ask, but I don't want to do that. I just want to talk to it and have it talk back to me. And you can set that up. You'll kind of start with these three vertical lines over here. You'll click on that. If you have it set up, it'll walk you through the process of setting up the audio. I had to set it up on mine. But what I thought I'd do is just go through some examples of questions people our age might ask. For example, let's say we're going to travel. And I'm just kind of showing you how to use Gemini Gemini AI and how you might want to utilize it. So I'm just going to start asking it some questions, and we'll do this for, I don't know, 6-7 minutes, and just let you get a feel for what kind of information it can give you. So here we go. Trying to think of what questions I might want to ask. Okay, here we go. Hey Google, I'm looking for some menu items for tonight. I'm thinking maybe pasta, but I don't have a lot of time to prepare it. Can you give me a quick recipe for something I might enjoy for supper tonight?
Let's find something delicious and fast for you. Let's make a classic garlic, tomato, and spinach burst pasta. It's incredibly fast because the sauce cooks in the exact same amount of time it takes to boil the pasta.
Awesome. So there's a quick recipe on how to do it. Let's ask it something. Okay, let's go on vacation. We're going to go to Savannah, Georgia. And let's see if it can give us some recommendations on what to do. Hey Google, I'm going on vacation to Savannah, Georgia, and I was wondering if you might be able to give me some recommendations for things to do there, considering that I'm 64 years old and my hips hurt.
That sounds like a wonderful getaway. Savannah is a beautiful city, and there are so many great ways to explore without putting too much strain on your hips. One of the best options is to take a hop-on, hop-off trolley tour. They let you see the historic district and major sites comfortably, and you can get off whenever something catches your eye. You might also enjoy a relaxing riverboat cruise on the Savannah River, which provides a beautiful view of the city from the water without any walking required. Additionally, Savannah has several museums and historic homes that are accessible and often have comfortable seating available inside. Would you be more interested in a tour of the historic squares or perhaps a scenic cruise?
I like the hop-on, hop-off trolley. What location can I pick that up, and what's the cost on that?
For the Old Town Trolley Tour, a great place to start is their main depot at 250 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. They have 16 convenient stops around the city, allowing you to hop on and off wherever you'd like. As for the cost, prices can vary depending on whether you choose a 1-day or 2-day pass, but you can typically expect tickets to start around $40 per person.
Okay, great. What are the top three that would be considered maybe the top three stops on that trolley tour?
Certainly. A few of the most popular stops that are wonderful to experience include Forsyth Park, which has beautiful paved paths leading to the iconic fountain, and City Market, a lively area with shops and dining options. You might also enjoy hopping off near the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist to admire its stunning architecture. Which of those sounds most appealing to you?
Thank you, Google. And there again is, you can see how it begins to give recommendations. Not only just recommendations, but it can give you the cost. It can give you where to pick up that trolley. And if we was to dig a little deeper on that, we could find out a lot more about that trolley just asking questions, rather than going through vacation books or websites online. Let's try another one. Hey Google, I'm going to the Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg, and I was wondering what are the best options to getting a cabin up in the mountains for 3 nights?
Searching for the perfect mountain retreat is always an exciting part of the trip. When looking for a cabin in the Smoky Mountains, especially if you're managing any mobility concerns, it's really important to focus on the details. Many cabins are built into the mountainside, which can mean steep driveways or a lot of steps to enter. I'd recommend searching for rentals that specifically mention flat parking or an entry with no stairs, and confirm that there's a main floor bedroom and a step-in shower. Are there any specific areas in or around Gatlinburg you'd prefer to be closer to, like the National Park or the downtown area?
Yeah, I'd like to be around the Pigeon Forge area. We like that area. There's a lot to do. And I was just trying to find like a 2-bedroom cabin. Is there, can you give me any recommendations or phone numbers I might be able to try?
That sounds like a great plan. Let's find some options. I'm looking into some good options for you now. I found that Pigeon Forge Cabins and Resorts offers several handicap-accessible cabins, and you can reach them for bookings and more details at 888-889-7865. When you speak with them, be sure to specify your need for a 2-bedroom cabin and confirm it has the specific accessibility features you require, such as flat entry, wide doorways, and a step-in shower.
I mean, you're beginning to see this is not a just information from a website. This is like having a personal assistant. And that's what's great about AI. Once you begin to utilize it, you begin to realize the vast information that it's able to give you once you begin to use it. I'm trying to think of one more good question. Let me try this. Hey Google, I've got a
Yes,
question.
I'm here. What else?
I got a question for you. I'm thinking about taking up gardening, and I was wondering. I love flowers, and I love the real vibrant flowers that have a lot of color. And I live in the Midwest, and I was wondering if you might make some recommendations on some flowers that I might want to plant, when I need to plant them, and perhaps what the cost of them are when I buy them, and how much water they need.
Starting a garden is such a rewarding journey, especially with all the wonderful, vibrant colors you can bring to your yard. For the Midwest, some great options for brilliant color include the purple coneflower, which features striking pink and orange blooms, and butterfly milkweed, which offers vibrant orange clusters that attract pollinators. You'll generally want to plant these in the spring, once the danger of hard frost has passed, usually around mid to late May in your area. As for cost, you can expect to pay around $10 to $15 for a starter plant at a local nursery. These flowers are generally drought tolerant once established, so you'll mainly need to water them deeply right after planting, and then just during exceptionally dry periods. What kind of sunlight does your garden area get?
Oh, it faces south, so it gets a lot of the spring and summer sun.
That south-facing exposure is absolutely perfect. It means those sun-loving coneflowers and butterfly milkweed will get all the sunshine they need to put on a really spectacular display for you all summer long. Would you like to add some annuals to the mix for continuous color, or do you pick entirely with perennials?
No, thank you. I think I'm done for now.
Sounds good. Feel free to reach out whenever you're ready to pick things back up. Happy gardening!
Now, let me ask you this. Doesn't that sound like talking to a real person? It can be freaky at first because it'll feel like you're talking to a real person. And what really gets weird when you begin to realize that, hey, I kind of like this guy or I like this lady, knowing that it's not a person whatsoever. But it's a great tool if you're sitting around, you don't know what you have for supper. You can go to your cabinet and go into Gemini and say, hey, here's what I've got. Can you figure out a quick recipe for me? And they'll be able to do that. Gemini will be able to do that. Listen, that's 10 minutes already, but it went by quick. I could do that. I've done that for hours sometimes, just asking different questions. Ask questions about anything, and it'll be able to give you an answer. All right, well, listen, I'm going to let you go. This is Doug. Hey, if you're enjoying the content, I hope that you'll really consider about subscribing and give us a like. We're trying to give information that keeps you safe while you're online, keeps your finances protected, keeps your personal information protected. We switched gears a little bit here recently, and we're trying to find some apps and do some things that will make life more enjoyable. We're going to go back to the safety at some point, but right now we're showing about some apps on your phone that you can utilize that will make life more enjoyable. So I hope you'll take what we've done today. Try that out. Try Gemini. Get it set up. It'll walk you through the process of doing that. And hope you have a great day. Have a good time experimenting.